Imagine the cloud in the London sky. Imagine the cloud tells a story about the people and the city. Imagine the cloud is something that you can read, speak to, and walk around. This was inspired by the traditional technique of Chinese paper cutting. We transformed this flat graphic into three-dimensional architectural landscape. Imagine bringing the cloud to your home as a lamp. Imagine every day when you fall asleep, you look at this cloud that you dream next to. This was a piece at the Venice Biennale. It was inspired by fashion and people in London. For the London Design Museum, we made this piece inspired by the River Thames. A cloud can also be made by the Wiz computer wires for the Bloomberg office, bringing the nature that's something you see every day but never noticed into an office and the man-made environment. Imagine water became martini glasses. Imagine water became a bed that delights you, a mural that's so elegant and sexy. Imagine butterflies becomes a chair, and roses becomes a sofa and a table. Imagine the female body becomes a wash hand basin, and you can touch. As designers, we understand that we spend so much time at home. The home should not be boring. These are some of the projects we built for some Chinese families in Fujian city in China, Fujian province in China. No matter what kind of style, either Chinese or European or contemporary or futuristic, it is creating a dream for that specific people. Every detail is related to their passion. This is a boy's bedroom and boy's bathroom. He loves sports cars. This is a kid's living room. Every detail is like a magical space. A daughter's bedroom. She's 3 years old. She loves red roses. And that's her bathroom. Imagine a Chinese tea leaf becomes a very exclusive club in Fujian, where people go and gather to learn about the tea culture, the traditional Chinese gardening, and dream about the future. This is a tea hotel, also inspired by the rare plant of Chinese tea. And this is in Shenzhen. It opened last month. It was inspired by different elements of wood. And it's for a Chinese bakery brand. Diamonds is so small but precious. At the same time, we can transform it to be something big. This is in Dubai, a club for FashionTV. Every element of this space is inspired by diamonds. We exaggerated this glamorous and fabulous feeling of diamonds into sensational interior spaces. So if you ever go to Abu Dhabi or Dubai, do pop by the FashionTV club and cafes. Fashion is a feeling, and that's something we wanted to capture and become a three-dimensional space. No matter how small it is. This is an accessory shop, about 50 square meters. And this is a large resort project in Indonesia. We used the boat fabricating technique to create this prefabricated resort units that looks like diamonds. And they can be prefabricated and shipped to all the remote locations. Imagine the blue sea and the beach, and to have all these diamonds, like the diamonds dropped into the water, and that would be your holiday. This is for Mauritius. We created this project called Glamour Resort, and it looks like black diamonds. And it will be fabricated from local materials. This is a project for Indonesia, a high-rise apartment project. Imagine flower field. That's something we also ignore most of the time. It can become these villas. A house is something that the most expensive things one can buy for our lives. But most of the time, they are so boring. Why can't a house to be like this? That's romantic, beautiful, and memorable. Every day when you're looking at it, you can fall in love. And all these, it's not just in the imagination. These are the real projects we are building in China. Imagine water waves. This is a shopping mall in Fujian province. Every element came from the water in the sea. So we captured these elements from the nature, and we transformed into architecture. What we wanted to create is not just another building, but it's a building that can connect people and capture the emotions. This is another shopping mall called the River Mall. It's inspired by the local river near Fuqing City in Fujian. We wanted to create a public landscape outside of the shopping mall where people can gather and appreciate nature. Flowers, such as this one, is called a trina. It is a symbol of the Quanzhou city in China. And we used this flower to create various buildings for the Quanzhou Bank. And it is office, but also icon to the city that can remind people about the identity. So this flower is not just going to be the logo of the bank, but also their headquarters and offices and training center. In Chengdu City, the peach flower is one of the symbols of the city. That's in the Sichuan province. We created a master plan inspired by the peach flower. This one is outside of the city. It's an automobile city, New Town. It was inspired by the movement of cars. This is a mixed-use development for hotels, residential, and retail. There is no boundaries between different styles, and there is no boundaries between time. As designers and architects, we wanted to create something that is always romantic, sensual, and it captures the emotions of people. This is a car exhibition center in Fujian called OCS Center. We wanted to create apartments and residences that becomes icon of the city. There is no boundaries between art, design, and architecture. This is in Fuqing City in China. Another mixed-use development that's 600,000 square meters. We didn't only want to create these tall buildings. We wanted to create love. We wanted to create something that's inspirational, something that comes from the nature. As artists and designers, I think our role is to make this world a better place. that's full of love. Thank you.